people get too caught up in their musicianship and quote unquote playing music and what it means to be quote unquote musical. Just to put it simply, I remember back in and this is a little snarky and attitude laden, but like punk, and like when I was living in San Francisco, I would go to like 3-4 punk shows a week, and the whole attitude was like, fuck you, don't play your instrument. If you know your instrument, pick up another instrument that you don't know. And it would be like, oh, you know how to play your instrument? That's very nice. Your mom must be proud of you. You're gonna have a career in music. Oh yeah, congratulations. Fuck you. Put that down and pick up something you don't know and just do it. So we had this apartment on West 80th Street, and of course, we were young and ambitious, so we would practice like 7 days a week and all day, and we would just jam and get, smoke pot and jam and jam and jam, right. Record, pick out the parts. When we first started out, we were called Liquid Idiot, and we kind of were doing sort of a punk thing, but we couldn't get it. Like even when we were trying to do punk music, it didn't sound like punk music. Right. It sounded like, I don't know what, some kind of something else, And also, it was the beginning of the hip hop thing, we heard the first hip hop songs, and we were listening to Fela and Curtis Mayfield, and, but also Iggy Pop and Velvet Underground. I mean, you have to put it into perspective. It wasn't as mainstream as it's not like everybody had heard of or knew the Velvet Underground songs, or who the fuck Iggy Pop was, But we started kind of getting this. This beat to our music. We started getting like down, like this big down and dirty beat to our music. And we figured, we didn't want to be actually associated with the punk era anymore, so that's when we decided to change the name, and we went through a million names, and it was just like, how about just Liquid Liquid? Yeah, Liquid, that sounds good. When Liquid was, starting to fade, me and Ken Mann got a space, and we started playing. And that was the birth of kind of Fist of Facts. And then when we were in 178 Ludlow, about 1985, he brings down this not old, at the time it was new, IBM AT computer with a 0.5 megabyte of RAM.
With this tool for modern times, a person can quickly master such jobs as accounting or word processing.
And with this really basic sequencing software called Voyager, and it wasn't even internal sounds. You had to hook it up to like a Casio keyboard or something, and you could sequence sounds with it. And that was the kind of the birth of the sound of Fist of Facts, even though we were just playing some strictly live shows. So we started writing music on the computer and recording on a TX4 track, and syncing the tracks, and that's how we composed the music. And sometimes when Fist of Facts first started playing, we were just me, Ken Mann, on bass, and the computer tracks, and then we just built it up till we were in like a 9-piece band with a full horn section and everything in between.
So it's interesting to me because I've seen you on stage now many times. I'm fascinated by things I can't do. And you have this like really just happy vibe when you're up there. Right. And it seems like if the room is completely empty or if the room is completely full, your energy is the same.
Right.
Is it something where you're like, oh man, this is like, it gives me something that I can't explain, and just here it comes and it's very genuine? Or is it like part of how you perform? Is it like, because when I perform, for example, like I'm having a very, very good time.
Right.
It doesn't look like it,
But I would say you're definitely having a good time because you're projecting so much energy, and it's not necessarily just like pure, happy, joyful energy. 'Cause I don't wanna feel no more. No. But it's like life affirming. Your performance is definitely life affirming, so I know you're having a good time. And you know, even if you're like what Alan Vega from Suicide, bopping himself in the lips with his microphone and bleeding, you know the guy's having a good time, else he wouldn't be projecting that kind of energy.
Right.
Or else he's, you know, he's happy because he's doing what he feels, you know, exactly what he should be doing in the way he should be doing it. And you know that's what life is all about, you know? It's not about like, you know, happy or sad, it's about doing what you do, what you're meant to do. You know, we did a bunch of shows, and which ended when we played Madison Square Garden with LCD Sound System, April 2011, and that was it. So since then,
You haven't done it like with Liquid shows since then?
No. Somewhere along the line, I started having these kind of like just, I hate to use the word, you know, jam, but like kind of sessions down at 178 Ludlow, and out of that came 178 Product, which is now where we're playing at Come On Everybody on May 29th with a bunch of dead people. So that's full circle.